sun will come out. Life will carry on. Now, I know a lot of people that watch this channel. You can even hear kids out in the background and all that. You got Ace here going nuts. But here's the thing, man. Here is the thing. The worst sound in the world to somebody that's been up all night partying was the sound of those birds. Those birds singing in the morning, and you're usually trying to get to sleep at that point in time. And man, that's the worst sound in the world in that moment. But you know what? Now, it's the greatest sound in the world. Is hearing those birds singing their song every morning. It's funny how that little twist in perspective, a twist in perspective of life, that can change your perception of what's going on. I used to hate to hear that. I used to trying to get to sleep, and all of a sudden I'm hearing tweet, tweet, tweet and all that. Now, it's the greatest sound in the world. And I started this morning at 5:17 a.m. I started this morning the crack of dawn. It wasn't even, the sun wasn't even thinking about coming out. And I'm on this path of positivity. I'm on this path of getting things done. I'm on this path of success. We're on a path of success. Now, I've got great things happening today. I've got an amazing guitar arriving today that I'm going to feature on this channel. I'm going to be featuring this guitar a ton on this channel because I already know before I've even played it, before I've even laid eyes on it, that it's going to be an amazing instrument. I've always felt I've had that ability. I know a lot of people say, they won't buy a guitar unless they can put their hands on it. Look, I highly recommend, if you can go to a shop and play every guitar in the shop and pick out a good one, that is certainly probably the best way to find a great guitar. But it's very time consuming. And, sometimes you can walk away and say, there's nothing in here I want. But I can oftentimes run the racks first. And I saw a recent video of Tommy Emmanuel doing the exact same thing. He walked by a booth, he saw a guitar, he saw an old Gibson acoustic guitar. He saw it, he thought, this looks like something. Picked it up, boom, the sound was there, and guess what? Pulled out the credit card, boom, the guitar is now his. And I've always felt an uncanny ability from my time as a kid, back when books were a big thing. I would get a guitar book and would look at all of these instruments, and I could tell that one plays good. I could tell that one's gonna have a good tone, or maybe a unique tone. Here's the thing, man. Sometimes, you'll hear a certain style of music or something that you've got to play on, or something that you want to produce, or a song that you're working on, and it needs the sound of something old and broken. The producer might ask that, do you have something that sounds old and broken? That is a sound. That is a thing. But getting back to knowing when an instrument is going to be great. When you buy something from a company that sets very high standards for their instruments. When you buy something from the top tier. Now, I'm not always talking about the big two, Gibson and Fender. I'm not really throwing them in that category. I'm not going to guarantee that every instrument off their racks is excellent. You might. I'm not going to throw them in that category. But what I am going to throw in that category is a lot of the boutique builders out there, smaller factories, more stringent standards, more selective with their wood, selection. Where they source their wood. Are they just buying giant amounts of wood and not really pouring over each piece? When you have less inventory of wood and you're buying smaller quantities, sometimes you can be more selective about what you buy, what you use. And when you buy a James Tyler guitar, what you're buying is a smaller factory, more stringent, more exacting specifications. A standard is held that's beyond the factory that's pumping out, 30,000 guitars, a month or some crazy number like that, man. I don't know what the big how many guitars they're spitting out a month. Let me know in the comments if you know. But here's the thing, man. When they set very high standards, that they're not going to let something subpar get out of their shop. I can tell that James Tyler is making the best guitars they've ever made right now. Go look at their Instagram page. Go see what they're putting out. And when a company like that decides they're going to put out an import guitar, they're going to make sure that everything is up to their standards. It's not going to be like everybody else. It's not going to be, here's the thing, man. A company like that, setting standards like that, will put out a guitar that's an import. That's better than the standard offerings, way better than the standard offerings of some of the big brands out there. Now look, man, that's when I say good things are happening in this channel. An amazing guitar is coming, and that means more amazing music. It's going to be inspiring. It's going to have something, a guitar with a built-in preamp. It's coming to the channel. And man, now that I'm here, sitting here, and thinking about on the times on the road, why would you use a guitar with a preamp? Well, look, man, let me pose a situation to you. We all have moments where, if you're performing live, if you're a live guitar player, and let's say you've got to run out there and play a solo, and you're many feet away from your pedal board, and you get out to the end of that ramp, and you need that extra, as Nigel would put it, you need that extra push over the cliff. Where do you go? Where do you go? If you've got that preamp in your guitar, you've got another gear that you can kick in. Get out to the end of that ramp and realize, oh, wait a minute, I don't have as much sustain as I'd like right now. I want to try something different here, or I need a little extra gas. I'm feeling tired tonight. Boom, you instantly can hit that button on the guitar and dial in as much or as little as you need. It can really be beneficial, man. You're getting out on the road and you're having to play through subpar gear, and you need something. You need to change the tone of the guitar to accommodate that, to try to make the best of the situation you're in. Boom, there it is. It's right there on the guitar. You know what? A lot of times when you're doing fly dates, you're traveling with a very small pedal board. Maybe the pedals you have on the board are not getting it done by themselves. And just some off-the-rack guitar without a built-in preamp, it'll only do so much. But if you've got that right there in your instrument, you've got it right there, then boom, you know what? It's right there. You can pull it up, you can dial it in, and you can make the tone happen regardless of what regardless of what you traveled with. You've now got a way to adjust the guitar and make your tone, make your performance happen. So I'm super pumped. I'm super excited today that this is arriving. I don't know if I'm going to do a live unboxing or something, or if I'm just going to open it up, check it out, and then start making some content with it. Either way, it's a great day. The birds are chirping. And that used to be something that I would not welcome some mornings. But I've got all of that is in the past. And now, one of the greatest things you can hear every morning is the sound of life. The sound of the birds out there starting their day. That is one of the most incredible sounds you will ever hear. It's the song of the birds. We've got some amazing birds here in Florida, and it is a great day to be alive. Thanks everybody for watching this video.